What's good everyone, it's your boy yadiiiigg, 4 eyes, 2 G's here, and today we're here to talk about the recent string of Carti features that have been confirmed to be blocked by his label. Now I'm going to break down how we know this and also break down why I think this is happening, both from the artist perspective and also from the label perspective as well. Let's get into it.
Bands going up, but I'm down with the demons. We gon' serve it, they fiendin'. Party with the Glock red beaming. Flying broad day, no dreaming. Party with the Glock red beaming. We gon' serve cause they fiendin'. Bands going up, but I'm down with the demons. They ain't even gotta tell me. I'ma keep my distance. I ain't really social. Take it from an instance. Hanging around on socials, trusting in my instincts.
First of all, guys, if you guys don't follow your boy on IG, make sure to @yadiiiigg. Go show me some love over there. But let's get into it. Okay, let's firstly begin with Young Lean. So if you guys didn't know, Young Lean collaborated with Playboi Carti on this track right here, titled Yayo, and it was fully intended for this song to be on the album with Playboi Carti. However, then the album comes out and Playboi Carti's feature was noticeably missing, which obviously caused a lot of questions, and people were going at Lean saying like, why did this happen, etc, etc. So much so that Lean came out and said this in an Instagram post, quote, "Carti, it was his label that removed his verse cause politics, not me or him," which isn't really that surprising to be honest, but I'm going to touch on that in a second. Then we get to the whole Sunny 2.0 situation with Alien Autopsy, which as you guys know was this long drawn out process where he said the song with Carti's feature on it was going to drop, then it didn't drop, and then he eventually went on to say this.
Put it like this, if the shit not cleared, if the song not cleared by the 31st, I'ma drop it anyway.
And then after that, he also had this to say on Instagram, quote, "Then go tell Carti to clear it sooner." So it's pretty evident that now it's July 31st and he didn't clear it. And we also know this because of Carti's feature on the song. If you guys haven't heard it, I'm gonna play a little snippet of it right now. And yes, that was literally the quality it got sent in. Now, if you guys don't know, this is literally the exact same verse that was on this snippet right here, in literally the exact same quality. I'm gonna play this snippet we got, which as you can see was over a year ago now, and as I said, it's literally the exact same one that was featured on the actual final song. And first of all, shout out to Sunny for even going to the length and kind of compromising his own artistry to want to feature Carti on this so bad that he included a low quality snippet. When you actually think about that from an artist perspective, that is crazy, and it just confirms that the label didn't clear the song at all. As he said in that first video, he was going to drop it on the 31st whether it was cleared or not, so shout out to him for following up on his word. But yeah, it's just a crazy situation when you really think about it. And then it's also important to mention that we have got one feature in this time period, which is a Drake feature, Pain 1993 with Carti, which I'm sure you guys are aware of. Okay, so that's kind of like the history we have, where in this time period we've got two features that have 100% confirmed to be blocked by the label, and we have one feature with Drake that has been allowed to go through by the label. Now, why does this happen? Well, in my opinion, there are a few really obvious points as to why. First of all, let's look at it from two perspectives. What does Carti have to gain, and what does his label have to gain? What does Carti have to gain from being on a Lean feature and a Sunny feature? There's only really one gain from this, and that's the Lean feature, to be honest. He could kind of gain authenticity or a lot of merit within the underground community, because Young Lean is such an icon and such a star in that world that he could gain kind of like more respect from that world. But really, Carti already kind of has that respect in the underground, I feel like, so I don't really think he needs that or he would want that any more than he already has it. So that's not really too much of like a gain in my opinion, at least. Again, there would be some sort of gain, but it's not really that tangible. In terms of Carti's perspective, he really wouldn't gain any mainstream notoriety, and second of all, he wouldn't really gain new fans because, let's be honest, he's a lot bigger than Young Lean is, and it's not like Young Lean fans wouldn't have heard of Playboi Carti, or at least a majority of them. And secondly, with the Sunny feature, it's the same situation with Young Lean times 100. The song basically had no chance to go to the mainstream, and it's not like he's gonna gain any fans or any clout off of it. Now, also important to mention in the Sunny feature is how old the song is. Now, as I said right here, if you have a look, this is kind of like the time period where we got snippets of the song all the way from May 2019, and it was just Trippie Redd and Carti on it at that point in time. So it's pretty clear to me, at least, that Carti never actually wanted Sunny on the song. When he recorded his part, it was a Trippie and Carti song, and then Trippie ended up giving it to Sunny. So from Carti's perspective, why would he be okay getting on the song, clearing the song, if Trippie just gave it to some random weed carrier? No disrespect to Sunny 2.0, but it's not like he's a known entity, and it's not like really Carti has any sort of a relationship with him, at least from what we can tell in this situation. So yeah, that's a super important thing to consider. I don't think Carti ever intended Sunny 2.0 to get this song or have this song, and it was just intended intended for it to be a Trippie and Carti song, plus the fact that it was recorded so long ago now. Now that's Carti's perspective on the Lean and Sunny situation, and then the Drake situation from Carti's perspective. Come on, that really needs that explanation. It's fucking Drake. Obviously from Carti's perspective, he has the potential to gain so many new fans, a lot of attention, a lot of mainstream potential that really doesn't need to be explained. You guys can kind of fill in the blanks. Then let's answer these very same questions for Scope, and it's basically the exact same situations. Lean feature, Sunny feature. It's not like they're gonna really make any money off these features. It's not like Carti's really gonna get any sort of notoriety, any big publications or any new fans off of this. So from a label's perspective, if he's not gonna gain a lot of new fans and he's not gonna make a lot of money, what's kind of like the point in them putting this out? Again, compare this to the Drake feature, and it's an obvious one. Obviously, I just explained it. You guys know the Drake feature, a lot of mainstream potential, a lot of money potential, a lot of stream potential, etc, etc. So it makes more sense to put out that feature and block these other two features right here. Also guys, just a quick reminder, if you haven't seen, I've just dropped 2 new merch pieces. We have one yadiiiigg merch piece and we have one Carti merch piece. You can see them on screen right now. If you want to check them out, link will be in the description, and I've restocked my other merch as well, so check it out if you're interested. Now the last point I see a lot of people talking about is what this means for the whole Auto Raid rollout, etc, etc. Now the problem with this is everybody's kind of either looking at this from 2 very distinct angles, and really both of them could be true. A, it could be coming very, very soon, and he's deliberately blocking all of these features because he's going to be dropping the album very, very soon, so he doesn't want to kind of like flood the market before he drops it. Or B, it could be not coming for a while, so the kind of like the same theory applies. If he's not dropping for a while, why would he drop all of these features and have all this new music out if it isn't leading towards an album? Sometimes you guys will notice in the lead up for an album for an artist, they'll start dropping a bunch of features just before to kind of get fans ready, get fans primed, grab those new fans from that artist into their world, and then hopefully they'll kind of check out the project when it comes, because it's going to drop very, very shortly, and hopefully those new fans check it out. Now why this doesn't apply in the Drake case is because it's Drake, and Drake can do whatever he wants, and basically nobody can say anything. If Drake wants to drop the feature on this date, you're not going to say no, you're just going to comply because it's Drake. So really Carti or Interscope really had no breathing room in regards to Drake, because what are you going to tell Drake? Don't drop the song now, drop it in 2 weeks. It's fucking Drake, of course he's just going to listen. But yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts on this whole situation. It's really interesting what we see going on. I still find it funny that Sunny 2.0 just included the low quality snippet that we already had on it. Shout out to him for doing that, because at that point you're kind of sacrificing your own music and almost your own artistic integrity, just caving into fans begging for the music so much. So yeah, I think a little bit of props to Sunny, but yeah, that was definitely a crazy decision. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you think it's Carti? Do you think it's his label? Do you agree with it? Let me know. Also guys, before we finish this video, I want to give a couple quick shout outs from the Instagram. Big shout outs goes to Luke_S.A and also XOWazzy for following me over my IG. Much appreciated, YouTube. If you guys don't follow your boy at yadiiiigg, make sure to. Also, if you haven't, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, all that good YouTube stuff, and there are more videos of mine on screen right now. Make sure to check them out if you haven't.